Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. I do knitting vlogs on this channel. So if that's what, if you like watching vlogs and you knit, then stick around because it's a fun time. So, I organized that this morning. That's my No Frills cardigan. It's blocking. And Terry's screaming at my door right now. But I filmed me, or it doesn't look that organized, but it looks a lot better than what it used to be. That's all my yarn. I filmed me organizing all of it. I just had strawberries. Is there anything stuck in my teeth? I hope not. Anyway, I filmed me. How many times am I gonna fucking say that? I filmed me organizing this. I can't use that footage. Why? Because my underwear was showing. Because apparently I don't know how to pull up my freaking pants. So that's gone. But it took me like 15 minutes. So I don't know why I was putting it off. But all my fiber is in one place, which is right there. And then yarn is sort of, I think there's two bins that are kind of sorted by color. And I just kind of gave up on the rest. But that's not all my yarn. I have more in these cubbies. And I have another cubby right here that's full of yarn. So I have a lot of it. Today I was working on my Afro sweater and I got to the lace part of it and I got bored. And I don't want to work on it today. So I think I'm going to work on something else. And I'm trying to tell myself that that's okay because my plans today were to knit my Afro sweater. And I technically did. So maybe I'll work on something else. I have a hat over there that I need to finish. I don't know. I kind of want to do a video where I go through all of my yarn, but I don't know if people like watching those. I don't watch them that much. So I wouldn't want to make a video and like no one watches it. And it would be a very long video too. So I'm still thinking about it. I still need to make my Cumulus blouse this month. But I don't think this yarn isn't the right weight for it because I think you use a 4.5mm needle and this has a recommendation of a 4mm. Maybe I could still do it. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing today. It's, I think like 1:30. I don't know. But I hope my No Frills cardigan will be done blocking tomorrow so I can wear it to work. Also, can I put you up here? Yeah, I can. Okay. Sorry, that's probably gonna be really loud, but okay. Yes, I'm sitting on the floor. I had a roommate that was living here. And I hate living with people. I don't know why I let someone stay here and live in the same house as me that I barely know. Well, I kind of knew them from work, but you know, today, like I didn't really like check out the room like after they left. There were unknown pink stains in this corner of the wall. There was a stain on the floor over there, and There is now a very faded pink stripe on my floor, which is gray. So it's kind of noticeable if you're really looking for it. So that makes me mad. They still have their stuff here. All of their kitchen stuff. They told me in November, yeah, I'll come back and pick it up because I'm sick. It'll be a few days. It's been longer than a few days, buddy. Come get your shit. Like, whatever. Something I want to do today is go through this book and find out what patterns I want to make. So I might, if I can fucking keep it open, oh my god. So I might see. This guy kind of looks a little goofy. He looks like the Wish version of Jason Momoa. But I'm gonna go through this book and see what patterns I want to make. I know a lot of them are bottom up. But I'm working on a bottom up book. Yep. Bottom up book. I'm working on a bottom up sweater right now, and I'm actually kind of enjoying the process. Oh. I'm gonna look through this and see what I like. Hi. I finished. Oop. Terry's trying to fit her face under the door. I finished my No Frills cardigan, so I'm wearing it. If one sleeve looks longer than the other, that's because it is. So I knit this sleeve first. I believe I did it on Magic Loop. Yeah, you can see because of this little ladder right here. I knit this on Magic Loop, and I was supposed to do 24 rows of rib to match my body ribbing. Somehow I only did 18, but I marked off that I did 24 rows. So that's weird. And then, well, let's hold them up. Yeah. This sleeve I knit on 16-inch circulars, and I did 24 rows of rib because I said I did 24 rows of rib for this sleeve. I don't even know how that happened, but like I'm not that upset about it. Also, I've been watching a lot of podcasts, you know, and everyone's like, double knit button bands look so much better and like so more professional and finished than a 1x1 button band. Are you... What part of this looks unfinished? You have the gall to tell me that this isn't as professional looking as a double knit button band? Really? You want unfinished? How about I just leave the stockinette part to curl instead of picking up the button band? That's what unfinished is. It's just 1x1 button bands just look so ugly and not as good as a double knit button band. Shut up. Okay, stop. Anyway, that just makes me mad. I don't know why, but I heard it in a podcast today and I was like, you're not gonna say my cardigan doesn't look as finished as yours because it's not a double knit button band. Whatever. I'm making this into something that it's not, but still. Anyway. I just ate a whole box of macaroni and cheese. Yep, I did that today. I'm going to be finishing my lane loop tee today. Ignore this. I decided to do continental knitting just in the middle of my project, so that's what that is. I'm on the body ribbing of, yeah, I'm doing the ribbing on the body, and then this is all the yarn that I have left. So I think when I get to the sleeves, I'm going, because right now this measures 8.5 inches. So this will be a little bit of a crop tee, and I didn't really want that, but I do, you know, want sleeves to not be that short. I also really like this yarn. I don't know if you can really see in this lighting, but there's like several different colors in this blue yarn. I'll probably take a picture and insert it so you guys can kind of see it. But I think I'll be doing 28 rows of stockinette, and I'm doing 11 rounds of 1x1 rib for everything. So I'll do my 28 rows. Terry, I'll be out in a second, okay? Gosh. 28 rounds of stockinette, do the ribbing, you know, and then I'll do the same on this, and hopefully this will be done. So now I have a 4mm needle available. So I'm going, even though the pattern calls for a 4.5mm needle, I am going to be casting on my Cumulus blouse today. So we'll see what sizes, or what the bust circumference the pattern has, because I know some people have sized down and have suggested sizing down in that pattern for like a more kind of fitted look. But I'll tell you guys what I end up doing. And I only have 3 of these. So it might not even like be the blouse. I might just see how far I can get with the sleeves, but I'm going to knit the whole body first, and we'll see what the sleeves end up looking like. So yeah, I'm gonna finish my lane loop tee today, cast on the Cumulus blouse, and yeah, I was supposed to go to work today, but I think I'll tell you guys about that later. It's fun. So I have a new cast on today because I finished my lane loop tee last night, and for some reason I made it take me all day and I didn't finish it till late last night. But I do have a new cast on. I'm making another Birkeland shawl by Honeybird Studio, my bestie. So yeah, here's the baubles. They're so cute. So yeah, I just cast that on this morning. I'm using the Lion brand 100% baby alpaca. I was really conflicted with what color I wanted to make. Here, let me just take it into the yarn room. Okay. It's like wet wool in here because I always block all my stuff in here. Okay. So, let me get on the floor. Hi. Oh. I'm going to be using these buttons for my gown cardigan, and I'll probably end up working on that today because my interview's at 1, so I'm going to be working on my Birkeland shawl until then. And then I think this afternoon I'll be working on my gown cardigan because I do want to prioritize my test knits, because The one I just got accepted into is due earlier than my gown cardigan, which is fine. But I rotate my test knits. And in my like project rotation list, if there's a test knit, I want to prioritize that over my other projects. Anyway, I also bought these Clover double pointed needles. They're 2.25 because I use these for my socks, and I don't like when I go in and do the heel, I don't like using my circular needles for that because it's just a little awkward. So I like to use double pointed needles, and I think the smallest DPNs that I have other than these and the ones that I previously used are like a 2.5 or something like that, and I want it to be the same, so that's why I bought these. Anyways, I was conflicted with what color I should cast on another Brooklyn shawl in, and I was going to use this Patons Classic Wool Worsted in this red color, but I think I only have like 500, well, how many balls do I have of this? 1, 2, 3 and a half. Oops. 3, 4. So whatever, I don't know how much this is. This is all leftovers for my Lumi pullover. So I did have 4 of them, and these are 194 yards. Whatever that times 4 is, because I think the Brooklyn shawl calls for like 950 yards. This isn't it. So I'm not sure what I'll end up using this for, but I do want to use it up at some point. And then I was going to use, I don't feel like digging around in there and messing up how nice it sort of looks. I told my boyfriend the other day that I organized it, like my little yarn stash over here, and he goes, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he goes, "Doesn't look like it." So I think the other, I have leftovers. I think I only, like when I was knitting my no frills cardigan, I had to dip into the 3rd skein, and I think I only used like 25 grams of that. So I might make another woodstone wrap, or I might do the winter tails shawl blanket thing. But no, that's how I ended up using the 100% baby alpaca, and I think I have like 1,200 or 13 yards of that, so I have more than enough. So I think, oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. I think if I have any leftovers, I'm going to knit the hipster hat by Petite Knit. But yeah, my interview's at 1, so I'm going to be knitting until then. I probably won't eat lunch until I get back because, I'll move you down. I probably won't eat lunch until I get back because I get really nervous. Not nervous, but like this is the only interview I have, and I'm still trying to schedule other ones, and I don't want to like expect that I'm going to get the job. So I probably won't eat until I come back. I'll probably just, I always get so anxious before I like go to things that I have to go to. Like my interview's at 1 and it's like 10 minutes away. And so I probably will leave here at 12:40 and then just sit there for 10 minutes and be bored. But like I always like to show up early to things until I can kind of figure out a schedule where I can, where I know that I can show up like either on time or like a few minutes early instead of being 10 minutes early to things. So yeah, Terry really wants to come in here. I think my lane loop tee will be done blocking tomorrow. I just flipped it over this morning. It is pretty cropped. I mean, like, it covers my belt when I wear high-waisted jeans, so that's okay. But it is pretty cropped. Let's see how many leftovers I have. These are my leftovers. So I probably like could have just like left the body on hold and just used this up, but I'm already thinking about like Christmas gifts for this year, but I know my boyfriend's mom really wants a pair of fingerless gloves for Christmas, so I might use this yarn for that. We'll see. Oops. I still need to make my fingerless gloves and this leftover yarn for my hat. But yeah, I think I said yesterday that I wasn't planning on casting on the, I was planning on casting on the Cumulus blouse, but I just wasn't feeling it. And that's just it. Every time I thought about like my plans and what I wanted to cast on, I was like, oh, I have to cast on the Cumulus blouse because I told myself I was going to. It was in my plans and stuff. And then I'm like, if I'm dreading it, not dreading it because I do want to make it at some point and with that yarn. So I just put it off. I'll probably get around to it at some point. So that's how I ended up knitting the Brooklyn shawl. And I already have a shawl on my needles too, but I really want to start like wearing shawls as like a part of my outfit because I think that's so fun when other people do it. And like I don't want my shawls to like not ever be used unless it's cold and like I'm wearing them outside. So yep, that's all I have to say. I'm back from my interview and it went great and I got the job and I started on Monday. Something I really like about it is that it's 6:30 to 3, which gives me so much knitting time. That's important. And I get the weekends off. So, yeah, I start Monday and I'm excited. So yeah, that went good. So I think I'm going to eat some real lunch now, even though it's almost 2:30. Have I been rewatching Honeybird Studios YouTube videos for the millionth time today? Yes. Why? Because I can. And I haven't like really been feeling like knitting, so I've been forcing myself to. And usually when I watch her videos, I'm like, yes, I want to knit all the things. So, and hi Terry. No one's posting videos, so no one wants to see your butt. Anyway, oh my god, I am going to make some food. Hi everyone, I'm wearing my lane loop tee. I just took pictures on Instagram. It's finished. So just so those last few clips that I just showed, just so that they make sense, I took some out because I don't work at the yarn store anymore. And I really ranted about it because the whole situation and the timing was not, it wasn't good because I quit a really good job to work there And then as soon as she found out that I quit that job to work there, I was let go. And let go for reasons that I don't think are acceptable, I guess. I don't know. It just didn't make any sense to me. And my boyfriend was very upset, and he says that I should talk more about it and how it does. But it's not really constructive. And I'm not mad about it anymore. It's just the whole, like, I gave up a really good job to work there, and I can't go back to that job. So I interviewed for another job yesterday because I was just left to scramble to find a job, you know. So I had an interview at Magpul here in Cheyenne. It's just assembling firearms accessories. And my hours are going to be 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., which is perfect because that gives me a lot of knitting time. I think I already said that. And I get the weekends off, so that'll be nice. But yeah, today I'm working on my summer sweater. I think around, because this is my day where I just kind of work on whatever I feel like. So I think around lunchtime, I'll pick up something else. So I might finish the body today, or if I like feel like continuing on to a sleeve, I might do that. So yeah. My sister's coming over for my birthday. I mean, she's coming over February 18th, and I think she's staying until the 21st or the 22nd. I'm not sure. So maybe you guys will see her if she lets me put her in the vlog. I mean, not in this vlog, you're not gonna see her, but she's coming over for my birthday, which is great because I haven't seen her since I moved in May last year. And I was alone for Thanksgiving. I was alone for Christmas, and I kind of thought it would suck if I was alone for my birthday, but you know, I don't really like being around people that much, but you know, I originally was going to go back to Michigan, but I didn't. I don't know. I just told her to come out here. So I got her plane ticket. She made me pay for it. But no, she'll be here on the 18th, which I think is Sunday. I don't know. But I'm probably gonna clean up the house in between like YouTube videos and stuff. I have some body candy jewelry coming in because this is the only, so all my other septum jewelry, I've lost the little like screws, like the little, you know, these things. So I got some new ones. I got one with a turquoise stone in it, and I don't know how to explain it. You'll see it all. And then I got some for my vertical labrae piercing, which you can just use like eyebrow piercing, like eyebrow jewelry for those. So I got some of those. I think, okay, so I'm debating if I either want to get a tattoo for my birthday or if I want to get a piercing. Because if I do get a tattoo, I want it to be on my hand. But I think that would really hurt. Which, so this was my, hold on. This was my first arm tattoo, and then this one was my second, and here, let's see if you can focus on it. I need to go back to Loveland and get this bottom part done. I don't know if it's just like, there's more fine details on this one, but like this one's obviously bigger. This one hurt way more than this one. And the one on my back, I have a tattoo on my back. That one didn't really hurt as much. I think this one was probably the worst one out of all the tattoos I have. And like, I have this one right here, which was my first tattoo, and that one kind of tickled. So, and then he started like shading it, and I was like, ouch. So yeah, out of all of them, I think this one hurt the most. And like, it needs to be touched up too, because there's a lot of really thick black lines. Like right here needs to be touched up, and like there's just so many more details that has to go into it. So that needs to be done. So I don't know, because if I want to get a piercing, so I might get like an industrial. You don't see any of that over here, okay? I either want to get an industrial piercing, you know, like the thing that goes through there, or I want to get one like that goes through here, or I might get an eyebrow piercing. I don't know. I used to have these pierced. It didn't. It was a little too sensitive for me, like, and then it just got uncomfortable, so that's why I took them out, and because I was very insecure about my breasticles, so we took them out. I also want to get my belly button pierced. But anyway. Oh, speaking of this and my acne situation. I don't know if you can hear that, but Terry found birds outside, so she's freaking out. But, okay. I dropped a whole bunch of stitches. She really wants the birds. Anyway, so I told, like, my provider that I wasn't noticing a lot of differences or like anything getting, well, I noticed a lot of differences, but I wasn't noticing that anything was getting better. And I looked back at the pictures I took like before I started it, and yeah, like it was pretty bad. But the reason like I'm so insecure about it is that there's just a whole bunch of like skin colored bumps that are impossible to like, it doesn't clear up at all. And now I am just having more like bigger, just like my spots are just getting like bigger and like more red and extremely painful. And then I also started birth control a couple months ago, so I think, and usually like before I get my period, like it gets worse, and I get more breakouts. So my provider, she got back with me, she's like, here's some changes you can make to your skincare routine thing. So I was like, okay. But then she said, I can prescribe you, I think it's like spirolactone, I don't know, something like that. And she's like, but if you do get pregnant, like your baby's gonna have birth defects. And I'm like, that's not gonna happen because I'm on birth control. And then she's like, there's a lot of like, if you have kidney disease, you can't use it. If you have like blood pressure problems, you can't use it. I don't have any of those, but she does say like using it can lower your blood pressure. So I'm going to, will you stop ripping apart my couch? Please, thank you. I'm going to try it out, and if there are she said it'll help with like the hormonal acne or whatever. And if I do have problems with it, I will not continue using it. She hasn't gotten back with me yet. But I am willing to try it out because I've suffered from this acne for years and I'm sick of it. So yeah. So today I'm just gonna be knitting, cleaning, watching YouTube. And that's it. It's time to review my January plans and plan for February, even though it's the 27th. I just want to do this. I need to shave my armpits. I'm sorry. So, in January, I wanted to finish my Badger in Bloom, my cardigan number 7, my Magpie Fiber socks, and my Onda socks. I finished all those. And I wanted to get the body and sleeve of my Afra sweater done. Didn't do that. I wanted to get the sleeve and button placket done on my no frills, but I ended up finishing that. And I wanted to get the yoke and a sleeve done on my Celine sweater. I didn't do that. And I wanted to get the body and sleeve done for my Brora pullover, which was a test knit, but I finished that. Okay. I started January with 175 full skeins of yarn in my stash. I accumulated 58 full skeins of yarn. And I need to go through all my projects because I wrote down how many skeins were taken from stash. So I'll do that math and I'll put it somewhere over here. So I've accumulated a lot of yarn this month. However, most of them were from pre-orders. There was one from a pre-order. Never mind. But let's plan for February. Okay. I've done this so many times, but I still don't know like the format that I used to like, okay. So to finish, let's try to finish 3 things this month. Okay. What will those be? Oh, I have my Semper sweater. Terry inhaled her food, so now she's gonna come over here and destroy everything. Semper sweater, I just have the sleeve done. I think I could get that done this month. So let's write that down. Semper sweater. I feel like, okay, so my project for today is my Blue Water wrap. I feel like I could finish that in February. Here's what it's looking like. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Anyway, I feel like I could finish this in February. There's 5 repeats total. I'm working on the 3rd repeat today. I might get the 4th repeat done today. So then I just have the 5th repeat, a couple more charts, and then the border. I could get that done in February. Blue Water wrap. Okay. What else could I finish this month? What's in here? I have a test knit in here. I wonder, okay, so, I just want to see if this is actually like gonna itch me. Ooh, it is probably. Oh well. This is a test knit. Maybe I could finish this month, but it is due March 24th. I don't know. What's in here? Oh, this is my Brooklyn shawl. Oops, there goes my pen. Okay, well, what's something that I want finished? My gown cardigan. I just have I'm knitting the cable repeat until my skein of yarn runs out. Then I'm gonna do the ribbing, and then I'm gonna do a sleeve, so I think I could get that done. Gown, cardigan. Okay. I feel like I could finish my pair of socks too. But I don't want to write that down because I feel like that's pretty obvious. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Total and stash. Okay, I just wrote down how much yarn I'm gonna start with, and then at the end of February, I'll put in how much in stash that I ended with. And then, okay. Okay. I'm going to have 5 projects of certain like milestones that I want to hit. So for my hay sweater test knit, which is in here, I want to get the body and a sleeve done and maybe start some of that color work on the top because it is a bottom up sweater. Body and sleeve on hay sweater test knit. Let's see. For my Afra sweater, because this has been on my needles since October, so I need to get this done. I'm almost done with the body. I just have to finish the rib. So maybe I could, like, the sleeves are huge. So we'll put sleeve on Afra sweater. Just because with all the twisted rib that's in that sweater and it's on small needles and the yarn's pretty thin, it does sort of hurt my hands to work on, but I love knitting twisted ribs, so I don't know how that's gonna go. For my Celine sweater, we're gonna write yoke and sleeve. Well, I'm almost done with the yoke, so maybe body and sleeve. And what else? I do have another test knit. It's my gown cardigan. which is just a 3x1 rib cardigan. I'm about to join everything under the arm, so maybe I could get a sleeve done. That's due March 31st. So I have like 2 more months. Sleeve on, gown, cardigan. What's one more? I want to get the body done on my dad's sweater. I think that'd be good. So this is what we have so far. I'm just gonna write out my project rotation real quick, and then I'll talk about future. I'll talk about future cast-ons. And yeah. Okay. So I did the math just real quick. Instead of putting the numbers in, I'm just gonna tell you. I accumulated 58 full skeins of yarn, and I took 20 skeins of yarn out of my stash. So in the beginning of January, I had 175 full skeins, and now I ended with 213. It's okay. Okay. I got my project rotation written out. And I have 3 future cast-ons. The zipper sweater by Petite Knit. It's in my 2024 like dream knit list. I've been wanting to knit it for a long time, but I've been so intimidated of putting the zipper in. And so many people have done that, and they said it's literally the easiest thing ever, so I'm just gonna do it. My next cast on is going to be the zipper sweater. And then I want to knit the Una sweater by Irene Lynn. I'm so excited. And then I want to cast on the waffle loop sweater by Other Loops. I'm gonna show you, just so I don't have to put pictures in, what these patterns look like. I have the zipper sweater man, because I was going to knit it for my boyfriend, but he wants a different sweater. So I'm just gonna use that because, I mean, well, what size am I gonna knit? 8 inches, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So I'm gonna knit the medium size. This year I'm trying to knit patterns with the recommended ease. So that's what we're gonna do. I have green yarn for this. It's a really dusty, muted olive green. It's Lamb's Pride. It's 100% wool. I'm gonna be using that. It's a worsted weight. And then the Una sweater looks like this. I have a really light gray yarn. It's Terry's playing with her bird. It makes bird noises, so I'm sorry if that's bothering you. It's Highland Luxe. I use that yarn for my lane loop tee, my blue one. It's 90% Andean Highland wool and 10% mohair. And I have 6 of them. So maybe I could get away with a 3/4 length sleeve. Excuse me. Or I might just do like the tee. I don't know. Well, what size am I gonna knit? Two to 4 inches. Well, let's see. Which would be 40 inches, so I would knit size 3. Or if I wanted, yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm reading, she's talking about like shoulder width and stuff. So I think I'm just gonna knit the medium size, which is 40 inches for the bust. My shoulders are quite wide. I do have a really wide rib cage and it's ugly, but you know, whatever. So I'm gonna size medium, and then I want to make the waffle loop sweater by Other Loops. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. I also kind of want to make the waffle loop skirt. I feel like that'd be fun, but here's what it looks like. I have a kind of muted magenta pink yarn that I got from Abby. It's Cloudborne Fibers, and I believe it's, stop scratching that. That's a very horrendous sound. Okay, sorry. Cloudborne Fibers, I think it's like a superwash wool. Well, let's see what size. There's only 3 sizes in this pattern. What are you gonna do? You know, okay. It doesn't really have like a recommended ease, and it's all in centimeters, and I don't know what centimeters are compared to inches. But I think in centimeters, my bust is like 92 inches. I have no idea. So I think I'm just gonna knit size 2, which is 120 centimeters around. That might be too big, but I also have like 10 skeins of this DK weight-ish yarn. Or it might be fingering. If it's fingering, then I'm gonna have to, this is on a 4.5 millimeter needle. If it is, I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. But I'm trying to knit more texture this year. And, well, let's go back. Some of my, well, never mind. Yeah, trying to knit more texture this year. So, yeah, the Una sweater, even though like it is like a broken ribbed, it's still not stuck in it. So Una sweater and waffle loop sweater are my textured knits for February. And then my dream knit is the zipper sweater. So yeah, I need to get ready for the day. It's almost 10 o'clock. Abby's gonna be here at 11 to film our podcast, so I need to get ready for that. I have some coffee. I'm gonna put all this stuff away and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my vlog. I hope you enjoyed it because I love making them. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next vlog that will come out pretty soon.